Hi, morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host, Tom Vays. Click the button a little early. Hold on, let me mic up. All right. Coming to you live once again from a safari area in South Africa, a little bit on the north side of South Africa. Let me not kill my bandwidth. I'm actually going to pause this. Before they run away, there are these warthogs that were right behind me. I wish I had my better camera. Hold on, it's the best I got. It's like these wild boar with these serious tusks. You see one right there. There was a whole bunch of them all around, right in this area about 10, 15 minutes ago, but they all kind of moved over to the side. You see that one guy right there, I think. Let me see what you guys are seeing. Maybe you can see him. It's kind of bright where I am. I'm trying to point the camera right at him. And you got wildebeest over there. I'm waiting for like a lion to come through. I haven't seen any hippos or anything like that. I haven't seen any elephants either. Saw a bunch of giraffes. Ran into giraffes, zebras. Oh boy, where's my microphone? Dropping everything. But yeah, so I'll be staying here one more night on this game preserve. Where are the wildebeest over there? There they are in the corner there. There they are. And the warthog is over there somewhere. You see him? Nah, probably not. Anyway, we're gonna do some charting. Now that the markets have calmed down a little bit, we're gonna try and make sense of the charts and go from there. Okay, my mouse just dropped my mouse. Did I kill my mouse by dropping it? That sucks. Don't tell me I lost my mouse. No, there it is. It's like I already broke my camera on this trip. Let me not break the mouse. Let me pull out the live chat. So I am actually off to Sun City. I want to check it out. I heard it's a big gambling hub. Who knows? Maybe it's the future of another Bitcoin poker tournament. Maybe we will take it around the world. I hear the U.S. is getting a little out of control with the coronavirus. New York is a bit problematic. But let's go to screen share and look at the charts. Let me minimize this. And, share and boom. I didn't do much tweeting yesterday. But yeah, hey, the CNBC South Africa, I have a link to that. Actually, the link is in the video description. I should probably tweet that out, but there's a link in the video description. This is actually, I'm curious how long this video is. This is a 30-minute special that aired yesterday, recorded the day before. How long is the video? 30 minutes, perfect. Yes, my 30-minute special. Ironically, I'm talking about how Bitcoin will be a global currency to challenge them all in this time of volatility. And I'm still being cheap. Why am I connected with another computer? Okay, here we go. Ooh, price pulled back a little bit. Oh, no, maybe not. I wasn't connected. There it is. Price is still up there. Okay, cool. So we should work on this. Oh God, is this gonna happen everywhere? Okay, here we go. My charts. All right, GBTC, the premium on GBTC, I did not like. Oh, okay, we finally updated. I do not like this GBTC premium. I will wait for cooler heads. I will wait for a cooler market. Right here would have been a good time to purchase Bitcoin. However, you would have purchased it at a higher price. That would have made it problematic. So it was challenging to pick up a good deal on GBTC. Hey, thank you for coming in, guys. I know the US is sleeping right now, so the European time zone is probably very happy. Okay, let's start from the highest level possible. We are back to our weekly chart. That's a daily chart, so that's no good. Let's go to the weekly chart. That is our weekly chart. What does our weekly chart say? Our weekly chart is still on a 3 of 9 sequential, and we are being held up by the 200-week moving average. And we are being held up by the 200-week moving average. And let's see where we close. The moving average is at 5,500. Does it make a big difference if we close above or below this 200-week moving average? The answer is not really. It doesn't really make that much of a big difference. What's really important is how many weeks following the closing of the current week are we going to spend below the 200-week moving average? That's the important part. Whether this candle closes here or a little bit above at 57 or a little bit below at 53 is not going to make that much of a difference, okay? Now, this is a good indication that the low is in. Good indication. Am I 99% sure the low is in? The answer is no. I'm about 90 to 95% sure that, that the low is in, okay? We'll talk about that in a minute. And that's it. The weekly chart is technically still bearish and remains bearish. If we, remove some of the stuff to clean it up, let's look at it from a clean way. This 200-week moving average has been very well, has been good to Bitcoin. We have a support here, we have a support here and there, and potentially right here. So we have to wait and see and wait for the close. We do have another def cross. Now this is my 19 versus the 50. I've done it with 21. I've done it with others. The 19 seems to be okay. I can maybe make it a little bit. I used to have the 7. Let me see what the 7 looks like. Let me try a 7. Oh, 7 might be too small. Man. I'm gonna leave the 19. The weird number. Weird number. You see that they don't cross very often. And when they do, it's usually an indication of the near future. Here's the last time they crossed to the downside, and Bitcoin didn't do very well. Last time they crossed to the downside, Bitcoin fell. Let's cherry pick the high point on a retest. And Bitcoin fell 60%. Now Bitcoin already fell probably, well, that's 60%, 53%. So it's close. It's close. It did fall 60% from the top right there. So about the same. It just fell much faster this time. Wait, what did I just delete? I didn't need to delete that. Okay. If we close below the setup trend line, if we close this week below the setup trend line, I will then anticipate a new lower low. I don't expect us to close below 5,000, but if we close below 5,000, I basically need the setup trend line to hold. This dotted green line, I want it to hold. I don't want to see a close below 5,000. A close below 5,000 gets Bitcoin in a lot of trouble. A lot of trouble. Okay, so I don't really want to see that. Thank you so much. Got my tea. Okay, so let's move on. Let's go to the daily chart. I'm going to talk a little bit about the S&P 500 as well. look at the 300 MA on the weekly. Sure, let's take a look at the 300 MA on the weekly. You know what I do? I'm not sure this other moving average matters all that much. What if I do this? What if I change this 19 to 300? I don't know what the 300 week moving average means. It looks nice, but okay, so here's why the 300 week moving average is irrelevant to me, right? I mean, why 300? Why not 290, right? Because 290 would have been absolutely perfect. Oh, nope, 295. Okay, so it's almost like cherry picking a number to match something. Let's try 95. 295. Ah, perfect, right there, see? A bounce off of it perfectly. Like what has this average done in the past? And the answer is nothing, right? It has never touched Bitcoin. So I don't see why it's relevant or why it matters, other than, yes, it's a round number of 100, and you would have needed to be looking at it before the bounce, because looking at it after the bounce doesn't really do anything for you. So it's good to look at. My old boss on Wall Street used to refer to these things as mental masturbation. All right, we're back to the 19. Okay, here's the daily chart. What does the daily chart tell us? The daily chart tells us that, well, look at the BitMax funding rate. BitMax funding rate is in favor of the bulls. Now, I have to really zoom in on this. The last time it was in favor of the bulls, it stayed there for a reasonable amount of time. It was really here. We'll see volume has picked up quite a bit. We are in a red 7 of 9. In order for us to get a 9, we would need to trade below the close of the 5 candle. That puts us below the $5,000 mark. And that also means we have a good chance of closing the week below 5,000, because today is already Saturday. So today's Saturday, tomorrow is Sunday. So tomorrow the week closes. So we really need Monday to trade below that area. So it puts us dangerously close into a bad situation weekly if we close below 5,000, but a potential buying opportunity off of the daily 9. Now, this daily 9 is not going to be perfected unless we drop to brand new lows, which, like I said, I'm not expecting at this point in time. I believe the low is in. So the only thing now that you have to ask yourself is where to accumulate Bitcoin. That's the big question on everyone's mind. I've already texted my friends because my family doesn't care. I already texted my friends that, guys, you really want to like start looking at, accumulating HODL Bitcoin positions. So obviously the best time to start accumulating these positions is below the $5,000 mark. You did not have a lot of time to do it. So the daily chart is now very, very simple. I am going to wait for the volatility to cool off and then reevaluate again. But as of right now, I think that it's not a bad place to start accumulating some BTC in HODL positions. I'm not going to look at the 12-hour chart. Let's go straight to the 4-hour chart. So in yesterday's video, I said that we're still going to fall below 5,000. So yesterday's video was probably about 24 hours ago. So it's about 6 of these candles ago. We're probably in this area here. I'm assuming. So this was, what time is it now? So this is 8. So this would have been around the time I was doing this video yesterday. It would have been this candle here. My best guess, right? So, and even in my Twitter, if you go to my Twitter, go to my tweets, I had to update the Russian community as well. Oh, let me pin the new one. I mean, this is the new one. Okay. This is where I'm streaming from. I was sitting over there in the other corner though. Cointelegraph. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, I'm looking for this right here. Okay. So I sent out this tweet. For those that bought the dip under 4K, lock it down as HODL. For those that missed it, I am comfortable buying it here. Now you can see what here means, 5,000. Okay, that was when I tweeted this out. This was a double tweet. I sent them out back to back. I'm comfortable buying it here, but I'm also placing limit orders at 45, 35, and I'm all in at 27.50. But anytime below 5,000, I believe is a reasonable buying opportunity. I'm finally becoming a bull. This is what I've been waiting for. This is what I needed. I needed this kind of capitulation. I didn't see any lions, man. I really wanted to. I'm going back out tonight. I'm going to go for a night safari as well. Hopefully I will see some lions then. And as you can see, yeah, on yesterday's video, when we did yesterday's video, the price of Bitcoin was like up here in like 56, 57, but you had a chance to buy it below 5,000. And hopefully people took that chance. It dropped below 5,000 last night. What time zone am I in? This is UTC time, right? So this would have been between 4 and 8 p.m. In the UK. So drop what, 4 hours for the US? So it would have been like, you know, in the afternoon. You could have certainly picked it up. Now, right here, here's where things could get bad. We are still working off the overbought, oversold conditions. You can see how the CMF, the RSI gave you a buying opportunity right here as well as it got out of overbought. You can see how the MACD gave you a buying opportunity. This all happened yesterday. The MACD goes positive on a 4-hour, giving you a buying opportunity. The RSI goes into neutral around that candle as well, giving you a buying opportunity. The CMF hasn't given you a buying opportunity yet, still in the red. I'm not a big fan of this red 1 candle, and I certainly will not be a big fan of a red 2 if it goes below a red 1, but it'll give you another chance to accumulate below 5,000 if we go that far. It will be very interesting to see what happens if we cross below, 4,500. But this is also why I sent out this tweet. I would love to pick up more at 45, then 35. That's your new low. But if we start to go lower than this, I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna find some resources. And this is my perfect buying opportunity right there. If I can time this buying opportunity, if I can time 27 to 2,900 on a weekly 9, that would be incredible, right? So I need that price. Where is that price? That is here, higher than that. So let me see where that is. That is probably this blue line. This is the $3,000 line. Okay, this is my perfect buy zone right below this line. Okay, this line is right below 3,000. So my perfect buying opportunity becomes the weekly 9. So in 3 weeks, so I'm gonna draw. I don't really want to draw an arrow. So how do I do this? Because I don't think it's gonna go that low, but I'm acknowledging that it could. So that, and I need exactly 6 more weeks to do it. So this is next week. So that would be 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. And that's 9. So the week of April 27. I think I'll adjust it as we get closer, right? The week of May 27. So it can't be April, can it? We're still in March, right? Yeah, it could be April. April 27, right there. Right there. That is my perfect buy zone. Now, how do I put this arrow in without the trolls thinking that I think that it's going to go down? So I'm going to make this like bright yellow, like the best I can do, right? Like that is my perfect buy zone. Now I want to make it very clear. So how do I do that? Put a note, put a shallot probably. Yes. The tone, Vays, perfect buy zone. Vays buy zone. I don't want to make it too long. Buy zone. I'll put perfect buy zone. Perfect buy zone. And then I'm going to put 2,750 to 2,990, 950. Okay. Now I need this on a weekly 9. On a weekly 9 buy or vicinity. Okay, right there. And how do I change background color? Here, make it green. What do my phone? Let me make sure. I'm running my own hotspot here. I want to make sure that I'm the only one connected to it. I am. Okay. Okay, so that would be my perfect buy zone. If we get one more smackdown, what are the chances of another smackdown the way we already had it? Not that high, maybe 10%, maybe 10%. Okay, but I will take full opportunity for that. Okay, so that's the TA picture. That's the TA picture. Now let's talk about the social picture. So a lot of people, and especially the Peter Schiffs of the world and Nouriel Roubini's of the world and everyone else, will now start making fun of Bitcoin. A lot of the people in our space are now going to be making fun of Bitcoin, saying that how is it going to be a global currency? I'm hearing it everywhere, even in my Telegram channels. Everyone is, going nuts. And this is exactly what's needed. I had no idea how, like everyone was overly bullish. Everyone was overly bullish. Do you guys, I remember this time period, like yesterday, this getting out of the $500 area, going to new all-time highs of 1,000, and how scared everyone was. I had another chart. This is Bitstamp Weekly. Is it the daily one? Is there annotation here on that? Let me go back. Oh boy. I remember these. I remember how scared people were. I remember how everyone threw in the towel. I remember this candle, this Darth Maul candle that just annihilated everyone. Do you guys realize what the range of this one candle was? This is not a data error. This is a 37% swing from the downside to the upside that happened after the upswing, right? And this is in one day. This was the SEC announcement day. I remember these candles. I was out of the market. Do you guys know why I was out of the market? I was actually trading back then too, because of this 9. This 9 got me out of the market. So I was sitting out this insanity, but I watched people get wrecked, okay? And I've watched people leave the space here just before the bull market started. I remember this, the Chinese regulators. This is I don't even need my annotations here. I remember this. The Chinese regulators showed up and at the Chinese exchanges and shut them down. Well, people did not want anything to do with Bitcoin as it was going to a new all-time high. Imagine a situation where Bitcoin is rising up to $20,000 and nobody wants anything to do with it. That was the environment that we had back in early 2017. And I don't know what's gonna create that kind of environment again, because that's what really helped drive the price all the way to 20K, plus the shit coins, of course, the ICOs. So I don't think it's going to be that easy. It would be great to accumulate Bitcoin now between between 4 and 5,000. And I think an opportunity should be taken for that. But you also have to be ready for one more 50% correction. But if there is another 50% correction, you should be able to go in more. So you got to have your risk parameters set straight. Okay. So here we go. So at the moment, I expect every time Bitcoin goes into that below 5,000, I expect people to buy it up, including me. But my perfect buying opportunity is, like I mentioned here, on a weekly scale, would be here. And it's yellow because I don't think it's going to go there. But if it goes there, I'll probably sell stuff like a kidney. I don't know what I'll sell, but I'll sell something. Also, I gotta post the links to my South Africa talks. Okay, enough Bitcoin. Oh no, actually, I want to see what it could be on a daily chart. So let me just make sure that we're gonna be, so this is 6, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. So, it could be the week earlier, but somewhere in that vicinity. So at the end of April. So if I go to the daily chart, where is the end of April? On a daily chart, and I have to be zoomed out enough. The end of April puts us right before the halving. And I don't want to make it sound easy, like right before the halving, there'll be a low and everyone's going to buy and everyone's going to get rich, right? Like it's not that easy. 16K, probably not anytime soon, unfortunately. All right, I got about 10 more minutes. Okay, 10:30 is good. 10:30, I'm gonna head over to Sun City and check that out. It's supposed to be a big gambling capital here in South Africa. Okay, let's, by the way, the shitcoins did not crash as much as they should have. I don't know what that means. This is making me, this continues to make me a little bearish. The fact that shitcoins, remember, shitcoins could also lose value against Bitcoin in a bull market. So if Bitcoin did bottom and Bitcoin now starts to actually make waves in the global financial sector and the global financial industry, that doesn't mean that shitcoins have to perform better. Bitcoin can outperform shitcoins in a bull market. You see it right here. See, this is where Bitcoin was rising from April 2019, March 2019, all the way up to August 2019. This was the big bull market where Bitcoin went to 14,000. And you can see how it completely crushed the shitcoins. So just because Bitcoin crashed and shitcoins crashed, but shitcoins didn't really crash any more than Bitcoin, they all crashed about the same, that doesn't mean that Bitcoin still won't reach its 80% dominance. Because remember, if you go to my blog, is this my blog? Yeah, tonevays.com. If you go to my blog, and this is my diet article, but if you go to the article before that, I wish there was a way to like click on the prior article. There isn't. Okay. If you go to my prior article, that's this one. 2020 Crypto Outlook from January 7th. I talk about how privacy is coming this year, the death blow to alts, where I expect Bitcoin dominance. Oh, wow. The computer about to die. Oh, boy. I have about 8 seconds to plug this in, or I lose you guys. That died fast because I'm on full brightness. Boom. Oh.